Hello. So, like all people, I love history. And black letter rules is where you have history and law intersecting. It's really fun to see where a current black letter rule, a current rule that is applied as elements, started. What's its provenance, in other words? So, every time you go to a sporting event or a concert, you don a sumo wrestling suit at an event, undoubtedly you have to sign a pre-injury release of liability. And on the back of that thing, there's always something that says that, you assume any risk and we're not liable, basically. Well, in Michigan, that release has to be made fairly and knowingly. So you're looking at a case here from, it's called Shu v. Gay, it's 2003, from the Michigan Court of Appeals. So I just want to show you how black letter law exists and its nature. If you look at this Shu case, it cites Adele. So Shu is 2003. It's citing a rule from Adele from 1988. And then if we click on Adele, Adele cites the exact same rule, and it cites to Denton, which is a 1957 case. And that's from the Michigan Supreme Court. So if we then go look at Denton, we see that Denton, which is the 1957 case from the Michigan Supreme Court, is citing to Farrington. And Farrington is from New York. So if we click on Farrington, we see that is from the Court of Appeals from New York, which is their highest court level, and it's from 1939. So a rule that I'm using today, in 2018, 2019, 2020, is actually from 1939, and it's from New York. So knowing its provenance, knowing that this rule came from a different state, that might give me some wiggle room if I need to talk the court into adopting a new rule, something that Michigan doesn't currently follow. I could say, hey, we did it with this rule about waivers of liability in Shu v. Gay. We need this other rule for waivers of liability. Why don't we adopt it from Minnesota, for example, or whatever? So just knowing its history can give you an additional argument, and plus it's just interesting. But anyway, that's how black letter rules work. They get cited, from case to case to case, and that's how they work. All right, see ya.